Alright guys, we got this Honda Accord in here. We got to do the window regulator and motor. So I'm not going to walk you guys all the way through this, but basically there's a little cover here with some screws. There's a little cover here with some screws. And then a bunch of clips along the bottom. This piece, I believe... Yep, that piece just clips out. It's just a spring clip there. Don't be too scared about that. You're gonna have to unplug that later on. And yeah, so like I said, I'm not gonna walk you guys completely through it, but that's what you need to disconnect. These you just kind of pry out with a screwdriver. There's a little tab there for you to pry on. A pick or a screwdriver. Somebody's already had this out, so that kind of worries me that the issue isn't the motor. But either way, let's see what happens when I haven't even messed with this car or with this window. The guy just says that it needs a motor, so it's not doing anything, but the other windows work, so he might be right. Maybe it is the motor. We'll find out. Alright, so once you get the bottom clips out, you just pry out from the bottom and then kind of push up on this side first to get it past the door lock. Then you're gonna have to get your door cable reconnected, or disconnected I should say. There's a little, this goes in a slot, and then there's a little hinge that goes over this piece. You have to pry it up. Two connectors and a light bulb. The light bulb you just twist a quarter turn. These are just regular, wire connectors. Just push the tab down. So once you get that, you have to undo this bracket here. I mean, really, you could probably rip this around it, but it's 2 screws. You might as well take it out. So somebody's definitely been in here because this is already disconnected here. But we're gonna take this bracket off, and then we will peel the rest of this off of here. Alright guys, so once you got this peeled back, you actually don't have to peel it all the way. You just have to get to these 2 bolt holes, and then this hole has to be open. This is the plug for the window motor. There's 3 bolts for the wiper motor, or window motor, 1, 2, and 3 behind there. 2 bolts for the regulator here, and that other 2 bolts for the regulator there. So if your motor's bad, like how this one was, you're kind of screwed on getting the window separated from the regulator. There's 2 bolts for that, and basically you want the window about 3/4 of the way up, and these 2 holes here will give you access to them. But if the motor doesn't work, you can't put the window up, and you can't manually overpower the window either, so it's a bit of a pain. So what I did was just fully unbolt the regulator, and then you kind of have to just work the whole window into position. The one bolt's pretty easy to get from here, and then the other one you kind of have to finagle and get it from here. So hopefully you guys don't have to deal with that, but I did have to deal with that, so not fun. Once you do that, just get the window all the way up. As you can see, I had to pull the regulator out with the window, so now I have to get the regulator back down there without damaging the window. But either way, once you get the window up, make sure it's still seated in its slide, and just tape it up. Get some suction cups or something to keep it up there, and then I'm going to attempt to get this regulator out of here now. Alright, luckily I was able to get that out of there without damaging anything. Seems like right in the middle here, almost right above this bolt hole, is like the narrowest or thinnest section of the door frame. Kind of goes down and then bulges up here again. So if you do have to do what I just did, your only chance is right here. But just be extra careful with the window though. I was prying on it pretty hard, but that's what it's going to look like. So this is how it's facing you. Bolt holes are this way. Pretty self-explanatory. But here's our new piece. So what you're going to want to do is get the motor in there first, kind of just get it started, and then technical difficulties. But yeah, you're just going to want to get it started in there. I can just get that. Oh, pinching my finger, losing focus. So, all right, now you're pretty much home free. You just got to get the motor in there first and then start getting the track in there. At this point, I need 2 hands now, so, but basically you just want to get these 2 holes lined up down here, these two, the other 2 up here, and your window motor. And if I were you, I would do the motor first. Just get them like not even snug, just get them like finger tight, just get them started, then get the regulator lined up, get those started, and fully bolt everything up. All right, once you got it all bolted up, you got to pull your panel up, plug it back in, plug the motor in, and hit the switch up till you're right about here. We're actually really close. We only have to go up another half an inch or another inch and a half or 2. Now you can go get your McDonald's in the drive-thru.